Hello everyone. Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective timeless reading. This is actually going to be a mini general reading, just a little tap into the energy. So remember, it's a general reading. See which signs, symbols, and messages resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you a little clarity on whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused about. It could broaden your perspective and show you something with fresh eyes. It could also narrow your focus and show you something you could be missing, but in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the place oracle. Let's just get a foundation, a location, see what comes through to be helpful for you guys. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Let's bring us a little short message for you guys to be helpful for right now. Workspace. All right, so maybe some of you are on your way to work. Maybe that's why there's not a lot of time and you're watching this reading. There could be something important that happens in your workspace today. It could be also like having your own little personal workspace in your home. Cleaning your desk, having a little corner. I see one of those really tiny desks, like that are kind of like a shelf on the wall with like just a little computer. So I see out like maybe little compartments. So maybe you have just like a tiny space, or you can have some space for you. Maybe something's going on at work and there's a lot of energy. Maybe you're working really hard. It looks like everybody has their own little cubicle here. It looks very dry. I mean, maybe some of you work in a really cool place that doesn't look like that. And there's a lot of excitement, a lot of personalities, a lot of good times, but this kind of looks really boring. So maybe you work in a space that's very quiet, with no music. Everyone has to be on their computer and doing their thing. So let's see what it says. It does say it's a productive environment and it's a creative zone. All right, so maybe there's a lot of creativity going on in each of these cubicles. I would say if it feels like it is dry, maybe there's a way to make your workspace feel more creative. I just saw a pretty plant, maybe some motivational quotes, maybe something personal that's around you that kind of feels like it's motivating. It could also be, since I had no music before, maybe there's some like meditational music or special music for you that you can listen to that helps motivate you. Maybe it's quiet for you. Creative zone and a technology hub. So maybe you do work somewhere where computers are involved, computer programming. Maybe you do something with like advertising. I actually see some kind of design. It does say creative. So maybe you do interior design, but you have to start on the computer, do like a graphic part of it first before you actually get into the zone, into the project, something like that. But it does say that you're going to be very productive, or you're heading to a place where you're going to feel like you're getting some work done. So for some of you, if you feel like you don't really get good work done when you're here, I do feel like you're going to have something going on in your home and or something creative that you're doing that's going to feel more productive. I keep hearing artistic flair. So maybe it's your own artistic flair on something that gets something really productive, that gets something produced. Maybe it's not the boring approach. I'm getting a lot of boring energy with this. So I feel like it's something exciting. You either have a really exciting idea or something kind of innovative. Maybe a different way to get through to a specific group. I kind of feel like if all these people are here, either there's a really cool break room where maybe some cool ideas come out, and or there's some kind of seminar or place where y'all come together kind of like a staff meeting or something like that, but maybe that can be more fun, somehow motivating, exciting, maybe interactive in some way, so that when everybody goes back to their desk or back to their place, there's like a different energy going back. Kind of, I'm getting like how to make something a little more exciting and or personal, so people feel not just productive, they feel valued. Like their time is valued, their effort, their skill sets, their talents, all that. I hope that's helpful. Maybe some of you are actually in a management position. So let's bounce around. We're going to make this reading just kind of a little taste of energy. So I feel like we should maybe let's jump to the tarot. This is the 78 Stories Tarot. Let's get one tarot card. Clarity on workspace. Maybe working well with many different personalities, or maybe people are very, very, very similar, but I'm getting like a different flavor. Maybe they still have their own little unique ideas or flavor to bring to the table. If that does not feel like your workspace, maybe you are just doing something independent and on your own. Like you have your own little project. Card clarity for the collective, please and thank you. Temperance. This is really nice. Temperance, look at this. It does look like these two people. Look at her cool shoes. Temperance is pure balance. So you could be working with a lot of different energies, or doing a lot of different things, working with a lot of different temperaments. It's finding really good balance in everything that you do. Every moment of the day, when things are going up, when they're down, when they're boring, when they're exciting, and finding that perfect balance. Temperance is usually an energy that comes through that feels like kind of big and divine. It feels like you are becoming the professional. I usually see it as the person who's able to do something that actually is pretty hard. They're handling a lot of different things. They're multitasking a lot of different situations. They're handling, even if it's just like handling, like I can see a wedding planner now. Like a wedding planner, you're handling all the family, all the different personalities, all the different emotions going on, and the flower's not coming right, and people late, and Aunt Gertrude drank too much, and this person isn't coming in, and the musicians don't want to be over there, like all that stuff, and somehow coordinating it all together to make something flow. So to others, it looks like you're doing something and making it effortless, but it's not. It's just you're really good at what you do. So it doesn't have to be a wedding planner. Whatever you do, you're actually really, really good at it. And it's becoming the professional. So it takes time to learn how to balance all of those situations. And sometimes one day is totally different from another day. One project, totally different from another project. One partnership, totally different from another partnership. So it's being able to be like really, really in tune and adjust yourself accordingly. It does look like this person is showing a plan or having some advice, and this person is like really thinking. So maybe you're presenting some information, somebody's taking some time to think about it. I feel like these two are probably going to be working together, but they look really different. I mean, she's got her crazy purple jean pants and funky little sneakers, and this person's in a fancy suit. So I do feel like there's a way to maybe work with different energies, different personalities, people to have really different skills, and somehow taking those different skills together, blending those ideas together, actually can make some magic. It's like there's a random hot tub in this room. I don't know what that is, but this looks like a hot tub with bubbles. It's so weird. Maybe you do something with, like, I don't know, a store that sells big appliances. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. It does look like there's furniture here, though. So maybe you're moving your furniture around, doing some feng shui. Maybe just turning your desk a different way. It gives you a totally different feel. You know, looking out the window instead of out the wall. Sometimes it's a simple little thing you can adjust to find that Goldilocks zone that just makes all the difference in energy. Because usually this card is the Goldilocks zone. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. Finding that just right space, that center. It's the alchemist. It's also art. It's Major Arcana 14, and it's nice. When this is here, it does bring something completely back into balance. I'll show you what's at the bottom. It is a different energy here. It is the Page of Cups. Look at this person. Really, really wants to get that certain fish in that fish tank. I mean, maybe it's like something like this in a space. Something that you can kind of look at. It could even be a screensaver or something like that that feels like it brings you back into balance. It feels kind of calming. I think that's a different message coming through. Maybe it's the decoration. There's no decoration or anything motivating in the space. Maybe it's just putting something in that just feels like it just kind of switched up the energy. Maybe it's a cool fish tank in a break room. But when the Page of Cups comes through, it's usually a message you might get today, a little message of love. Maybe somebody sends you a sexy text. Maybe somebody's got the Google eyes for you. Or it could be that you're here. I mean, you could be sitting at this desk like daydreaming, kind of feeling like a fish out of water because there's like a little love situation that's putting some butterflies in your belly. It's kind of like that. But if it's the fish out of water situation and you're really new, don't be afraid to be new, to be the newbie, to try something different. Start over, do something a different way that's gonna help you become more professional, always come back into balance. If this is a new partnership coming through, it's probably very fresh. It's probably starting over, getting to know more about someone, but this could be its page and its cup, so that's love. It could be a little pet project, something that you feel really blessed that you get to do, that you get to start. You have to start at the beginning, and it kind of feels fresh and young. Usually when this page comes, it gives you that fresh, young energy to give something a try. You know, it might be a lot, but with this, you can handle it. This could also be you giving somebody else who's pretty like inexperienced and young a chance. If they have a real desire and love to try something and dive on in, they have that, you know, that want and that drive, and it's like a subject that really warms their heart, they're probably going to give it all their heart. They might have a lot of learning to do. So if this is you helping out someone else that's kind of young, you know, it's letting somebody do something. Don't be an over, like I'm getting, if this is you and you can handle everything, sometimes the strongest people are the ones who know how to delegate tasks, to actually give some of the power away and not have to do it on their own, even if it's not perfect, so that somebody else can learn, so they can get better and eventually become the professional and learn how to do different energies. So that could be a situation that's coming through. This could also be a child. You could be dealing with a child. They have their first crush. All of a sudden they're looking all cute and they're going to school and you're wondering, why are you looking all cute today? What's going on? Why are you up before I put the light on? You know, or they come home blushing. It could be something like that, but that could also be you in a situation. It might not have to do with work at all, or maybe, you know, somebody at work gets you blushing, but it's that cute little young falling in love, really wanting to have a first kiss kind of experience. So it could be a little bit of a daydreaming energy that comes through today. And let's pull one more card. Energy coming through for you guys today. Just little things to know. I actually only have a little bit of time to do a reading, but I thought it might be appropriate since my readings tend to be pretty long. I just let it flow. So let's get a summary message for the collective on Temperance, the Page of Cups, and Workspace. Please and thank you. perfection. So number 17, it's a star energy. I feel like that's something really special. Maybe you always do something perfect and maybe somebody else doesn't do it quite as good as you, and that's okay. Or if this is you, having some areas of your life you're really, really, really solid and good at and not wanting to try something that feels new because you don't really have it perfected yet. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to do something you're not really that good at. You always want to be, I hear the bomb. I heard the bomb at something. And you still are. We're always here to grow and learn and expand. And you never know until you try. So if something is like really calling your heart, even if that's a new relationship and you're thinking about something, send the text already. Do a little flirting. Have a flirty phone call or conversation. See where it goes. It's probably really new. You don't know until you try. So it says, dream your passion. I need this. These words are tiny. I'll show you this card too. There's this earth in the tree. This looks like a moon, a feather. Look at how organized even this tree is. The organization of nature. And yet it's not. It's like imperfectly perfect. It is. I just see like the seed or the flower of life. But then look at a tree where the branches are going all kinds of different ways, and yet it's so beautiful. But yet maybe the organization of each leaf is perfect. It's like perfectly imperfect. Dream your passion, fly away. Go through the hoop of your innermost fears and desires. Meet them. Conquer them. What pain from childhood have you not dealt with? Move into the wound of your most secret fears. I mean, that would be this upside down, just always feeling like a fish out of water. Some secret desire you have that makes you feel like a kid, or something you never attended to because you kind of pushed it away. Got too nervous about something. Move into the wound of your most secret fears and find the seeds of wisdom that are planted there. Face was what upsets you the most. It's a great teacher. Give away whatever's holding you back. Insecurities, ego, fear of failure, fear of not being loved. I mean, that would be this person just dreaming about asking someone out and being so scared that it could be something so real that they run away before they ever experience that beautiful love. Or fear of being alone and being reborn into a state of perfection and perfect temperance. All right, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.